Hello everyone and welcome back to Paul's Halls. My name is Paul and these are my haul. This is the Selbyville Public Library's unboxing of books that we got for our patrons and also some things that are going on in our library and community. We are very excited to have another checkout champion. The month of August has the checkout champion of the Carl M. Freeman Foundation. They are donating 25 cents for every item checked out at the library during the month of August. So please make sure you check out some books during August, get a backup book or two. You can always need more books. Also, during the month of August, we have a new raffle going on. This one has 2 VIP tickets to see James Patterson and Mike Lupica in Ocean City. Yes, the James Patterson and Mike Lupica will be at Ocean City September 26th at 6:30 p.m. Okay, so, join the raffle. We're going to be doing the drawing August 31st. Tickets are $1 each, 6 for $5, 12 for $10, or 25 for $20. You get the newest book by the two of them, 12 Months to Live, and you get priority VIP front section seating at the event and possibly a photograph with the two authors. So if you're a fan of James Patterson, make sure you join that raffle and help support the Selbyville Public Library. Okay, let's get to today's book haul. First, we have a few books donated from the Selbyville Science Fiction Society. If you have any interest in becoming the second member of the Selbyville Science Fiction and Fantasy Society, ask me at the library. So we got 3 books from T. Kingfisher. T. Kingfisher is a fantasy and horror writer, and she writes like horror light books and dark fantasy. So the first book we have is called The House with Good Bones. The House with Good Bones. This is a Southern Gothic and explores the dark, twisted roots working just beneath the veneer of a perfect home and family. Basically, a young woman comes back to her childhood home where her mother is at, and she learns a lot of secrets in this house. So if you like Gothic, Southern horror books, you might want to give this one a try. Very much like a Shirley Jackson book. Next one from T. Kingfisher is called What Moves the Dead? What Moves the Dead? And this is a reimagining of Edgar Allan Poe's The Fall of the House of Usher. And basically this is about a long-lost friend visiting his friend at his estate. But at this estate, there are nightmares, there are like these weird fungal growths and like crazy things happening at the House of Usher. So What Moves the Dead from T. Kingfisher. And then the last T. Kingfisher is a dark fantasy book about 2 sisters. One sister is given to a prince and it's in an abusive relationship. So the other sister joins with some other adventurers to go and try to save her. And it is quite dark, but also very hopeful in its telling. Okay, here we go. We have some large print books. All right, the first large print book is called Fire with Fire. This is a Candace Fox book. Candace Fox. A pair of desperate parents, a man on the run, a rookie cop. 4 people with everything on the line. What will be left in the ashes of the next 24 hours? So this is a Los Angeles Police Department mystery thriller. If you like these type of things, I would recommend you checking out Candace Fox. I know that Candace Fox writes sometimes with James Patterson as well. The next book is from Andrea Bartz. This one is called The Spare Room. The Spare Room. And this book is about a woman who's invited to live with this couple in this mansion. And thriller, awful things happen. If you like that type of thing, if you like Verity by Colleen Hoover, you might like The Spare Room. Next, we have Kristen Higgins. Kristen Higgins. This one is called A Little Ray of Sunshine. A kid walks into your bookstore and guess what? He's your son. The one you put up for adoption 18 years ago. The one you never told anyone about. Surprise! So this seems very interesting. You know, I always like stories with a bookstore in it. So, yeah. And the last large print book is from Patty Callahan Henry. This one is called The Secret Book of Flora Lee. The Secret Book of Flora Lee. So this is a story about two sisters right after World War II. And the older sister creates these fantasy stories for the younger sister and writes them in a book. But the younger sister goes missing. And this is the story of 20 years later. The book that the older sister wrote shows up at her doorstep. And could this maybe perchance give clues to what actually happened to Flora, the younger sister? Okay, next box. All right, in this box, we have a little bit of everything. We have a few children's books that we'll cover first, and then quite a few adult books for the size of the box. The first children's book is another Dragon Masters book from Tracy West. This one is called Dragon's Masters Dawn of the Light Dragon. Dawn of the Light Dragon. Next, we have a new book from Sarwat Chadha. This one is called Fury of the Dragon Goddess. Fury of the Dragon Goddess. And this is the second book in the Adventures of Sick Azaz. Adventures of Sick Azaz. So if you liked this Rick Riordan Presents type of book, you would like this new book from Sarwat Chadha. The next book we have is a picture book, and it is called I Will Read to You. I Will Read to You. This one is by Gideon Steer and illustrated by Charles Santoso. Fly now, witches, on your brooms. March now, mummies, from your tombs. Come now, goblins, ghouls, and trolls. I will read to you. So this is a Halloween book. I love how the Halloween books are showing up in August now. But this one looks fantastic. Next we have Welcome to Our Table, a celebration of what children eat all around the world. I would have loved this as a kid. This is from Laura Mucha and Ed Smith and Harriet Linus. From pasta to passion fruit, baguettes to biryani, ramen to rabaton. There are so many dishes and delicacies all around the world. Oh, cool. So it takes like a food group and asks a bunch of kids from different countries what their favorite item from that food group is. For example, this one is fruit. All right, now we have some adult books. The first book is from Wendy Holden. This one is called The Princess. Her Dream of Love Changed a Nation. This is Britain, 1961. This is about Princess Diana and how Princess Diana met Charles and how that changed the world. If you like watching The Crown on TV, on Netflix, then I think you probably would like The Princess from Wendy Holden. Next, from Laura Love Hardin, we have The Many Lives of Mama Love. This is a memoir of lying, stealing, writing, and healing. Recounts her slide from soccer mom to opioid addict to jailhouse shot caller and her unlikely comeback as a highly successful ghostwriter in this harrowing, hilarious, no-holds-barred memoir. Next, we have a book from James McBride. This one is called The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store. The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store. I know James McBride won the National Book Award a few years ago. And this is a story about segregating neighborhoods in a town in the 1970s, and the friction and conflict between the people living in that town and how people were moved to the margins and the outskirts of the town. So that is called The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store from James McBride. Next, we have a new Sandra Brown book. This one is called Out of Nowhere. Out of Nowhere. This is an emotional thriller in which the lives of a young mother and a high-rolling consultant collide under devastating circumstances, culminating in a desperate manhunt that will change their futures forever. Next, we have Elizabeth Acevedo. This is her first adult book. She is very popular with young adults. This one is called Family War. Family War. The story of one Dominican-American family told through the voices of its women as they await a gathering that will forever change their lives. Next, we have a new thriller from Lisa Jewell. This one is called None of This Is True. None of this is true. So how do we know what's true? When a famous podcaster interviews a stranger promising to divulge the story of a lifetime, secrets emerge that threaten to expose the truth of the lives they both worked hard to project and protect. Really cool. Next, Ann Patchett is back with a new book. This one is called Tom Lake. Beautiful and moving novel about family, love, and growing up. Ann Patchett once again proves herself to be one of America's finest writers. So if you like literary fiction, you need to try Ann Patchett. She has written some remarkable fiction books, and this new one's probably going to be one of the ones that people talk about. This one is called Tom Lake. Okay, the next book we have here is from Jillian McAllister. Jillian McAllister. This one is called Just Another Missing Person. Just Another Missing Person. There's a man out there. His weapon isn't a gun or a knife. It's a secret. Ooh. It's a heart-stopping thriller in which a missing person case unravels deeper, darker secrets that hit too close to home and can only lead to more danger for the detective and an impossible moral choice. What will she do? Next, we have Danielle Steele's newest book. This one is called Happiness. I don't know why I just had to sing a Beatles song right then. This is an uplifting novel about an author, to her surprise, inherits a grand estate near London. Okay, so if you need something to kind of get away from your regular life, read this book about an extremely lucky person that gets a London estate given to them. All right. All right, here we go. Sarah Pekkanen. This one is called Gone Tonight. Sarah Pekkanen. Once again, this is the author of The Wife Between Us, and it is a thriller. Their bond runs deep, their lives run dark. Ruth Sterling is on a run for her past while trying to hold on to her future by protecting her 24-year-old daughter, Catherine. It's always been just the two of them against the world, but how well do they really know each other? And what made Ruth, a pregnant teenager all those years ago, run for her life? Cool. This looks like a very fast-paced, quick read from Sarah Pekkanen. It is called Gone Tonight. And the last book for today's book haul is a historical fiction book. This one is from Jennifer Chiavarani. This one is called Canary Girls. Canary Girls. Early in the Great War, men left Britain's factories to enlist, and then arsenals hired women to replace them. So this is really about how women stepped up in the workplace when a lot of men went out to war. And I find this topic fascinating because really the workforce and how we view work now was radically changed because of this one event. That is called Canary Girls from Jennifer Chiavarani. All right, those are today's books for today's book haul. A lot of good things in here. I'm very happy that we have a great mixture of books today, and I'm just very excited for the fall coming up as well. I will see you all next time. Have a great day and happy reading.